What's up, fam? Today, Jamil and I are doing a Del Taco mukbang.
Yes.
And as you guys know, we recently did Del Taco because we tried some of the brand new menu items, which is the barbecue smoked brisket. And Jamil and I absolutely loved it.
Very
so
much.
these are the brisket items here. We had a couple tacos on the side, but we just wanted to eat it again because we were craving it. And we have a story time for you guys today, too.
We do. We have a story time, talk about a little bit about our journey and stuff like that. As you guys can see in the title, yes, social media has kind of messed us over a little bit. I don't want to say the actual word.
Right.
But they've messed us over a little bit.
They have.
And, we want to tell you guys a little bit about that story. Also, we want to give tips as well as to what you could do if you are an inspiring content creator, something you can look forward to, something that we wish we knew when we started. We're going to give you guys those tips because we had about 2 or 3 people in our inner circle actually ask about it.
Yeah, we want to help you guys avoid our mistakes.
Yes.
So we'll tell you the story time of what happened.
Yeah.
And then, give you some tips.
Exactly. That's
so
right.
So let's dive in, you guys. We're really
right.
hungry. So we have a couple of steak loaded tacos on the side. It's got all the stuff in it. Steak, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, guac. And then we have the brisket quesadilla, brisket burrito, brisket fries. Let's enjoy it.
Exactly. So, and it's Chipotle barbecue brisket is what it is.
Was it Chipotle barbecue?
Yeah, it's Chipotle. I'm positive. Actually, this time I know that because I looked at
I thought it was honey barbecue.
I'm not going to look this up right now.
Was it Chipotle? I think it was just honey.
Oh, no. Listen, I can't always be wrong. I can't always be wrong, you guys.
I don't taste Chipotle.
Man.
Please. I could be wrong.
No.
It's happened before. It's happened many times.
You have to be wrong on this one. I can't keep being wrong, Kristen. I can't keep being wrong.
Is it
It's honey Chipotle.
Oh, okay. Good.
It's honey
you
Chipotle,
wrong.
guys. I wasn't wrong. I just wasn't complete.
Yeah.
And we were both right, technically.
Okay.
All right, let's start eating this stuff.
Let's get in.
I know. So I haven't tried, I don't remember trying this, what is it, a taco, quesadilla taco thing?
I
don't remember trying this
one?
before.
The loaded?
The loaded one.
Do you want some sour cream? Mm-mm. You sure? Mm-hmm. Okay. If you want some, let me know. Yeah, this looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Here, cover your face really quick. Sorry. I just need one of them to look at that up close. Yes. Look at that. This looks delicious.
It looks really good. So, got this hot sauce right here. Jalapeno lime. Tastefully simple. I'm excited for that. I'll try a little bit more. You like it?
It was really good.
Delicious?
Guys, it's about 5:30 or 6 p.m. First meal of the day for both of us. So I'm really hungry. Also,
we just did our Inner Circle Live giveaway. So, if you were on the live, we mentioned that we had to record after the live. If you're wondering what day it was, it's this day. So,
What day is it?
Sunday. And it was a crazy live, you guys.
Yeah, it was
Crazy.
fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We had a great time.
We did. We enjoyed it. I'm glad. Most people enjoyed it. I know it was a little rough, a little rocky there, but we got through it. That's the most important thing. How's your food?
Really good.
Really good? Well, I want you to have the quesadilla. I'm about to have it in a second, but I want you to have a bite of it too.
Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I might be good with that. I mean, it's a lot of food, so we'll see. But if you want the other half of the burrito, help yourself. It's really good.
I'll do it in a minute.
Yeah, this brisket, you guys, if you have Del Taco near you, you gotta try the barbecue or honey Chipotle brisket. It's really good.
I do recommend it. Yeah, it is really good. I mean, we did another video on it also, like Kristen said, and it was very good. What are you feeling more? The fries or the burrito?
I haven't had a bite of the fries yet.
Oh, you haven't had it yet?
So right now the burrito. Because it's hella good.
Got you. So you guys, we definitely have a story time for you.
We do.
And some tips. I really think these tips are going to be gold.
Yeah.
There's a million tips we can give you, but there's some in particular that we think is great for someone who wants to start a YouTube, or not even just YouTube, just content in general.
Yeah.
You know, if you're trying to start a content channel.
Yeah. I want to say, because with social media, like, there's so many ways you can look up how to have a successful social media page, for sure. So much information out there. But everything's constantly evolving and changing, and I don't know, it's different for everyone. And there's also things that you might be prepared about with social media, but then like random stuff happens that you had no idea was going to happen. And that's what happened to us. Like, really, a lot, social media platforms have really, really messed with Jamil and I.
Oh, yeah.
Over the years.
For sure.
In very bad ways. And so, we want to just tell you like what happened to us. And and hopefully give some knowledge.
So,
an insight.
I want to start with telling you guys the story. So, I know a lot of you could probably know, when we first started doing our channel, we started on both Facebook and YouTube, right? Most creators were only doing YouTube. A lot of creators were on Facebook also, but I think for what we were mainly doing with the mukbangs and food reviews, majority of people were really doing YouTube, and I think even TikTok a little bit at the time. Anyways, we really started on both platforms, right? Now, our Facebook took off. Like, it actually did really, really well. Because during the time, this was actually right before COVID hit.
Yep.
Facebook was like looking for content creators to push. And it seemed as though that, you know, they liked our content a lot and they were actually pushing it out there, and more people were seeing it. So our channel grew very quickly. It did really, really well. And it's still doing well today. Don't get me wrong. But
it soared. It definitely started just like, you know, like Facebook showed to so many people. Our numbers grew drastically.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Exactly.
And then therefore our income from Facebook went up a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
You know?
And Jamil and I were like, oh my gosh, like, we're doing it, you know? Like, we're making videos, I think, almost every day or every day. I think it was every day.
We were. Well, in the beginning we weren't. In the beginning we were doing about 4 times a week. But we had got a notice from Facebook saying, hey, produce more content. We'll give you more reach. We'll give you more money. In turn, it'll give you more money and things like that. So we were like, well, then let's do that. Let's up it and let's get it going. So that's when we became 7 days a week. Really started cranking stuff out. We noticed, too, that you guys were enjoying having multiple videos. So that gave us encouragement to just keep going with multiple videos.
Yeah.
So we definitely grew, and it was, you know, definitely very good. Now, for a lot of you guys that have been around since last year, you guys probably already know a little bit about this story. Because what ended up happening from around the time, like I said, COVID started, around that time, a little bit before that, when we first started, 2019, up until about last year, the beginning of last year, TikTok was on the rise and really, really moving. And then, because they got so big, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, all these other platforms started recognizing they needed to really focus on short content, short form content. So, in turn, because we have really long form content.
20 to 30 minute
20
videos.
to 30 minutes.
Some are 45 minutes, some are an hour.
Which, by the way, before TikTok, Facebook's competition, they were really going after YouTube. So they were encouraging long-form content. But eventually what ended up happening is they saw that TikTok was growing, so they said, we got to focus on short-term content. The problem is they didn't know exactly how they were going to help keep creators happy, right? So I'll get back to that in just a second as to why I'm saying that. So because of the short form content, the reels started picking up. Our content started really plummeting a lot. The reach and stuff like that was not going out. So many people last year were like, hey, are you guys doing video still? Like, where's your content? I'm not seeing it anymore.
Yeah, they stopped showing it to a lot of our followers, which is weird.
Yeah, they stopped showing it. Well, it was weird at the time. We had our assumptions.
No, but you would think that if you follow somebody, that you would see the content when they post it. Like, that would be a logical thing to think.
Yes.
But that's actually not the case.
Exactly.
YouTube it is.
That's true. It is. It really is.
If you subscribe to somebody on YouTube and you have notifications set and then they put out the content, you'll see it. But not on Facebook. If you follow someone on Facebook, have notifications, you still don't necessarily get the new content they post.
Not necessarily. You're right. It's kind of we've been now dealing with Facebook for so long now. We see patterns, not patterns that we can actually grasp 100%, but what they 100% will do is for 2 or 3 weeks they will push our stuff a lot.
Yep.
A lot, like 2 or 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 weeks, it'll just slow down, and like nobody's seeing it, which is odd. And it's random times. Like it no matter what we do, it doesn't matter the video we're doing, doesn't matter anything. It's just completely up to them, you know. So, anyways,
that started happening.
That started happening. So we realized slowly that we need to start making some changes. So that's when we started doing some reels. Like we actually talked about this last year, and I know a lot of people know about that. So we started doing reels, pushing that out and stuff like that, and it did great. But why I said, back to what I was saying before about how Facebook they didn't know what they were doing yet, but they just knew that they were just making short form content. The problem is, and this is the problem actually with majority of the platforms, they don't really 100% know how to pay the best. They don't know how to, because with long form content, you could throw ads in there. So problem solved, right? They could pay the creators because of the ads. But with short form, they can't throw ads in there. They would need to throw ads after maybe like 3 or 4 reels popping up. So who do you pay out of those 3 reels that pass by? It's almost like you have to split the money and stuff. So it just made things complicated. A lot of creators like us and a lot of others were slow to actually move from doing this to reels. And even now, we're still slow because they haven't really figured out exactly how they're going to keep creators happy 100%,
Yeah, so, and I know you explained it really well, babe, but just to clarify, so basically creators get paid because ads go on their videos, right?
Yes.
You can put a lot of ads in a very long video for a 10-minute video, 20-minute video, 30-minute video, which is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But if you have a reel or a short,
yes,
those can be 3 seconds, 5 seconds. They're not putting ads on there, right? And so basically, creators weren't able to get paid like they used to by doing this short form content.
Yes, exactly. Now,
but they figured out ways now. They put ads on these short form contents, but it's different.
It is different.
You don't get paid like as much. Yeah. And actually, YouTube, and YouTube, in order to even pay you for a short or a short form content is what they call it. You need to like 1 million views on that particular short form content that you post.
Yeah.
And then they pay you. So if you don't get 1 million views, you're not going to get paid at all. So we haven't gotten a dime. From a short on YouTube yet.
But I'm not. Is that 100% accurate? The numbers? It is okay because I wasn't sure.
Well,
I know it was like that at some point.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if it changed maybe recently.
Oh.
Either way it goes, it is a lot that you have to do in order to get paid from the short. So I understand that. These companies, they need to stay relevant. That's the most important thing. They're not loyal to the creators, are loyal to the viewers, like yourselves and stuff. They want to keep you guys happy, which I think that's the better way to go anyways. However, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So what we learned from that, well, a couple things. One, not all creators got affected on this on Facebook. Some creators actually, their long form content, they made more money. The thing is, and this is why we have tips, is because what we do sitting here eating and stuff like that is not great for Facebook. We know that now. Facebook isn't 100% happy with this type of content. So it doesn't get 100% the viewership that somebody who's doing a travel channel. If you're doing travel vlogging and stuff like that, that can do well on Facebook and other videos as well. So that was something we learned, Yeah,
that the type of content we were doing, Facebook just decided not to push it. Even though they were pushing that
before.
During COVID, yeah, exactly.
So
we had no idea, though. Like, we're like, they're pushing it now.
You might come a little closer to me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. Just because,
yeah.
Thank you.
And we had no idea because, they were pushing it during COVID. So we're like, we're just going to keep going. Like,
exactly.
We're going to keep growing. They're going to keep pushing.
Yep.
Like, everything's great. And then, like I said, around the time TikTok kind of got popular, our type of content just plummeted. And then basically, like, our money was cut in, like, by 75%. Half to 75%.
Yep. Exactly, which was big,
At
for
one
sure.
point. That was a lot.
So, anyways, with that said, and still how things are going now on Facebook, they're still great. We're still doing well. We have so many of you guys that actually do watch us, which that's something I want to talk about too in just a little bit. Because we actually have some tips, you guys. If you're somebody who's a content creator and maybe you're struggling right now, or you want to start a page, we want to give you some tips on things that we would do, in the beginning, to something to keep in mind, things to keep in mind as you're creating your content.
Yeah.
Should we get into it, or did you have anything else you want to
say?
say?
So are you saying
yeah,
if we would do things differently?
If we would do things differently I guess what I really mean is, if I'm a new creator starting from scratch right now, what are what are some of the most important things to actually keep in mind?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's so many ways to blow up online. Obviously, we couldn't cover everything. But there are definitely some really important things, that's going to help with reach and just help financially you get, make the most out of your content.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
so we made some notes because we don't want to forget.
So let's start with tip number 1.
Okay.
What? Okay, I know what it is. Kristen wrote this, so
I didn't listen. I didn't do complete sentences.
I know, it's okay.
Sorry, I guess I
No. I should have been more specific too.
What?
It's all good. So
that's hilarious.
You want to make sure you understand that you have to have the understanding that these platforms are fighting for attention, right? So once again, kind of what I was mentioning, they're not loyal so much to the creators, they're loyal more to the viewers. That's what's most important to them. That's how they're getting their money. So they want to make sure the viewers are happy. So you got to keep that in mind. So if things start to alter, things start to change, the platform's not working in your favor anymore, understand that they're fighting for attention. So make the proper adjustments as you need, right? Maybe that's going to a new platform. Maybe that's creating the content that they want, Sometimes things like YouTube and Facebook, they'll create some new way to post, right? I know TikTok did this a while ago. They did stories. They created stories on TikTok. Instagram was the original creator of that, I believe. If they create something new and they want you to test it out, test that out. Start doing those stories. Start doing those things, because that's gonna give you the furthest reach. These platforms are gonna want to push you if you take advantage of their new features.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you have anything you wanted to say on that?
Yeah, no, I'm just So it's kind of Well, that's a way. Yeah, you were kind of making 2 points, but it's true. So if any platform that you're on has a new feature, use it.
Exactly.
Because clearly they are wanting you to use that new feature, and they'll push your stuff out more. But the second thing is, any content that you create, just because you like it or you've been doing it for a long time or whatever, if they stop pushing it, that means that that's not what the viewers, I guess, are wanting to see as much at that time, because you said they're loyal to the viewers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that. It's not even necessarily that. It's they're recognizing that, hey, there's an opportunity for us to go this route. This makes us the most money. So, for example, a lot of people probably really like seeing us, and Facebook is like, we're not going to show it to them. Why? Because they'd rather put something else in front of those people. It's not because of our content. It's because they're going another route.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so basically what the majority of viewers are wanting to see.
Yes, exactly.
That's what they're going to be loyal to. Okay.
Yeah.
Hence the trend of the shorts, the short form content, because that was really popular. More people wanted to see that. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah. Based on, they're looking at, hey, TikTok's growing like crazy because people want to see these short things. Maybe the people on our platform want to see these short videos.
Exactly.
Let's try it out. Let's see if it works.
Totally.
So that's the tip. Overall, like I said, just pay attention to the platform. Understand that they're fighting for attention. All right. The next tip that I want to say is, and this is actually a big one. I personally, everyone's going to probably have multiple different opinions about this, but I feel pretty strongly about this one. If you have limited time, do only one platform. Do not worry about going on Twitter and TikTok and Snapchat and posting and spending all your time doing all of that, because you're only going to be able to spend so much time on each platform, right? Or you only have so much time in a day if you're busy, you're really only going to be able to spend it on a couple platforms. Does that make sense?
I think it makes sense 100%.
So, if you're, a mom or something like that and you have kids and you really don't have a lot of time to sit there just posting and talking to people all on these different platforms, just choose one. Choose one platform, pick it based off of course, what you're offering or what your content is about. And that's another thing to do research on understanding the platforms. But then create content on just one platform.
Yeah. That could be a controversial tip, because I think a lot of people are like, post on every single platform, like diversify your, social media portfolio, right?
Yes.
People want you to do that. And sure, if you had a lot of time to do that, yes, that obviously is the better strategy.
Yes.
But it takes a long time to upload on each platform, and that's just an upload. That doesn't mean to write people back, which you should be doing when you can.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean to be creating unique content for each platform, such as reels or shorts or stories. So there's just no way, like I said, we have limited time throughout the day as people.
Yep.
And so if you don't have all day to do it, then yes, you're going to have to pick which platform works best for you.
Yeah. No, it is controversial, right? It is very controversial. But let's say, why would you just choose only one platform versus doing others, right? Well, one, you can focus a lot more heavily, of course, if you're focused on one thing rather than multiple things, right?
Totally.
So this way, what's one of the things I recommend is writing people back, having conversations with people as much as you can. Obviously, if you're super busy, you can only do so much with that too. But could you imagine having to write on 3 or 4 different platforms, right? You're going to lose people. People aren't going to be as engaged because you're not talking to them. So in the beginning, really start with 1 if you can. Maybe 2. It depends on your time. If you have all day, then do as many as you possibly can. But if you don't, base the effort the amount of work you're going to put in based off of how much time you have, and then decide which platform to use.
Yeah. I think that's a great tip.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's a great tip. Yeah, let's say like you post on YouTube.
Yes.
You post, you've commented, you've hearted, but you're like, oh, I still have more time. Like I still could, do more stuff.
Exactly.
Then maybe add another platform to that.
True.
Yeah.
True that. Right? Wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you, if you could start over, wouldn't you just decide on one? Well, I mean, we had time, though.
Yeah, well, we have YouTube and Facebook.
That's what we started with heavily.
Correct. Yeah.
Now we're a little bit on Instagram, a little bit on TikTok, gonna be on Twitter soon. But really, that's what we started with.
Correct. But my point is, we don't have time to even do TikTok and Instagram and Twitter at this point. So so we kind of fell a little bit to the, not now, not initially, we were just doing, 2, but now we have 5, and then we're not keeping up on all 5.
That's very true.
We kind of fell into that trap that we're telling you not to do.
Very true, kind of, yeah. Okay, tip number 3. I think this is kind of an interesting thing, if you really look at it the way I'm looking at it. So, typically, newer platforms are typically, not all the time, are going to have the younger generations on those platforms. Typically. The bigger ones, right? So think about when Facebook started, it was younger people first, right? As it grew more and more, a lot of older people, began to get on it as well. Same thing that's happening with TikTok. Started off younger people, and then it grows and gets, older people start to come in a little bit later as well. You can look at things like Snapchat. Snapchat's been around for a long time. It's still pretty much young based and stuff like that. So it's not something that works it's not a statement that works for every single platform. But the reason why I'm saying this is because you want to take a look at the audience you're going to be going after, and that's the platform you should be on, right? So I would say, like, if you are going after people that are a little bit younger, you're going to want to get on TikTok. You're going to want to get on, if you're speaking to a younger audience with your content, you're going to want to get on Snapchat and things like that,
and
right?
Even Instagram, still younger people on Instagram.
Sure, Instagram, but even with that, there's people going to be more our age and a little bit older. The younger people, they're not as on Instagram as much. They're on these other platforms,
Okay.
So ultimately, what you want to do is you want to take a look to see where your audience is, age, and all those different things, and then create content for that platform. Once again, this is based off if you're starting with 1, right? So
that's good advice.
Yeah.
It's true.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's great advice. Yeah, no, I think that's awesome.
Cool.
Very, very true.
Yeah. Okay, so this next one, and maybe feel free if you want to lead this one.
Yeah, tell me what the tip is and I can.
So it's pay attention to the trends.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, pay attention to the trends. But yeah, maybe go ahead.
Yeah, again, you want to do content that you're passionate about, of course.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important to remember. However, trending topics or trending videos will get more push and reach, for people to see. So, like it's one thing, if you want to start a sewing channel and teach people how to sew, okay, that's awesome, and that's your passion, and at the same time that might not be trending at the moment, so be prepared that if you do that type of content, that it could be a much slower growth. However, let's say you do a sewing channel, for example, there still can be trends that you can get on while doing the sewing channel. Yeah, for example, like a lot of the trends were like doing something in 24 hours, so you could start on that trend and be like making a blanket in 24 hours for my family, or making a da-da-da in 20. So you look to see what's trending and try to hop on it, because that is going to push your content more and have more people see you, and then therefore you will grow more, and of course get more money.
Exactly. When we started our channel, what was big, it was kind of at the peak too, right? It was rising the whole time. It was kind of at the peak, were pranks, especially like couple pranks. That was like a big one.
It was a big deal.
And for us, we had talked about that. We were like, should we do some pranks? Should we not? Yeah. It just wasn't in us to do any type of pranks because that's just not how our relationship is, And I know some of these pranks, of course, actually like 90% of them, of course, are staged. Yeah. But even for that just didn't feel right for us.
We definitely didn't want to do stage pranks.
We didn't want to do any stage stuff at all, Yeah. And we didn't want to be doing pranks all the time. So once again, that was a trend though. Had we jumped on that trend, I personally believe if we were doing good videos, we would have grown way faster. We would have gone a lot further in that sense. But we wanted to stay true to ourselves, who we are, and we stayed doing this.
Exactly.
So trends are very, very important. Go ahead.
Also, when we started Mukbangs, just the actual channel of Mukbangs, we came right when Mukbang trend was actually kind of falling down. So had we started Mukbangs a couple years before we did, I'm sure we would have got pushed way, way more. But we came down on the downward trend of that.
Yes.
And to this day, it hasn't fully recovered, unfortunately. So we've had to get creative at what we do with our food, not just mukbangs, although I know you guys love that. We try to do some food reviews. We try to do some challenges in there, things that, are trending. But of course, at the end of the day, we want to pick things that we have fun with and enjoy.
Exactly.
There's a lot of trending stuff that we've chosen not to do because that doesn't excite us. It doesn't feel authentic to us, so we don't do it.
That's exactly right. Yeah, definitely pay attention to trends. Once a week, write down trends in your niche. And then, if there's something that work with you and your channel, then of course create that content, So because that's something you definitely want to pay attention to.
Yeah.
You definitely want to pay attention to that. So that's it with trends. We have one more thing that we want to say, and in my opinion, I think this is the most important thing.
Numero uno tip.
This is number one.
Okay.
And I've said it so many times, and I'm going to say it again. Make sure, as you're creating content, you want to make sure you are building a community of people.
Yes.
You want to, and now I want to be specific on what I mean by that, right? Because of course you're building a community of people that are watching you just by putting out content, but you want to keep in communication and build relationships as much as you can with that community. You want to please that community. The reason is because those are your day ones, your hardcore followers and stuff like that. There are people that are going to come and go on your channel, but you want to build a community and stay focused on the community, giving them what they want. Not every time, not all the time. You don't always have to give people what they want, but you do want to listen to them and shift as needed, because those are the people that are going to be with you forever, and those are the ones that are helping you, grow your channel. So community is so important. That's writing people back. That's doing giveaways, that's doing lives for sure. Lives are a great way to build a community.
Yeah, of course, just reading comments and hearting is important. That's like kind of a minimum.
Exactly.
But I don't know, just anything you can do to really just show your community, the people who are loyal to you, that you very much appreciate them. So that's what building community is. It's like knowing that you're there listening.
Exactly.
That's really important.
I think what's interesting, what's cool is for Kristen, that came kind of natural to us because we enjoy talking to people. We enjoy having conversations and kind of answering questions and things like that. And obviously the lives we don't do as much. We used to love the lives. But it's not easy for everyone, right? It's not going to, maybe you're watching this and you're like, I just want to put content out. I don't want to, have to talk to people and do these things. And you don't have to. This isn't something you have to do. But I will tell you this 100%. In the long run, if you're looking long term, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, and you're looking for not just growth, but people that are going to support you when it comes to sponsorship deals that you have, people that are going to buy those things, people that are going to maybe donate to your channel, things like that, I promise you, you're going to be happy that you built a community if you do it, because those people are going to support you long term.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Yeah. So it's a win-win for everyone, right? They're happy because they get a chance to chat with you and talk with you, and then, they help you out grow as well,
Yeah, I was going to say, of course you're going to be, grateful and appreciative.
Yeah.
But it's good to 100%. Demonstrate that, show that, let them know that you're grateful and appreciative. Please that goes a long way,
Yes.
And it wouldn't feel right to us had we, and like you said, I think what you mean by it came naturally, right? Because it wouldn't have felt right to us to get all these comments and da-da-da, and not go live, not say thank you, not let them know how much we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Some people don't do that, but I do think that is really important to be like, you are amazing, and we appreciate you, and we want you guys to know that. It's a great way to build relationships.
It is. Yeah. It really, really is. Yeah. So I would say those are the tips.
I think they're great tips.
What do you think?
I think they're really, really good tips. We thought long and hard of these tips. We just want you to know that,
Yeah.
Because we do think everybody can be successful on social media.
Absolutely.
We get comments a lot like, get a real job, what are you doing? Like, da-da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
Listen, this is a job. This is a real job. You can make a business out of this. You can make a living.
Exactly.
It's different than what you had in the 1980s, or 90s.
True.
It's different. But now that social media is big, this is a new way of having your own business.
Exactly.
So it is a job. And so, some people it's because it is so new. There's not a lot of precedents set yet,
Yeah.
And so, if you want to do this, there's a way to do it with the most chance of success.
True that. That's true. And, I also want to say too, before we go, if you are somebody who's on the fence and you are considering doing it, this is actually speaking on the whole real job thing, If you're on the fence and you have something that you want to teach people, or you have something that you want to teach people or help people with, something you're passionate about, even if it's just you love eating and hanging out and talking, create a channel. Even if you post once a week, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be the best video. Just get it going. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we are in a digital age. We are going to continue to move into a digital age. So more and more people are going to be consuming content through video, through blogs, through all these different means. So, if you do have a passion for creating content, please create content.
Yeah.
Please, especially if you can help people. Do you understand? There's so many. Think about how big YouTube and Google, how big they've gotten, and how many answers you found online because of people that are willing to just create content to help others.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can YouTube right now how to change a tire.
Exactly.
I will find thousands of people showing me
how to
change a tire.
Exactly.
What do you call it? Tools to grab out of your trunk.
Yep.
How to lift it up and da-da-da-da. That's just one little example. But if you're passionate about cars, want to show people how to, do simple maintenance stuff, that's a wonderful, example of what you can do.
100%.
Or if you like to sew, if you like to knit, you can show people how to do that. There's people interested in what you like.
It's true. Gardening is one of those things, all sorts of things.
Huge.
And you don't always have to show your face on camera too, by the way. Maybe you have to do a voiceover, but there's ways to record without actually showing your face, and you're still doing the video without feeling embarrassed being in front of the camera or something.
No, you don't have to show your face. You can get creative on that. So
exactly. So anyways, guys, we hope this was entertaining. We hope this helped you out and stuff. I hope that you learned from us.
Yeah.
At the least. If you guys actually enjoy this video, let us know. Maybe if you do have any other questions, we'll probably answer them within our inner circle. Shout out to everyone that's inside of our inner circle. If you want to be a part of it, it's completely free, exclusive content, secret lives, giveaways, and so much more that we're doing in there. The information is in the description below.
It's in the description. It's also, we posted in our community post on YouTube how to sign up for the inner circle.
True.
And then also on our Facebook page at the top, it's pinned. You can also sign up through there on our Facebook page as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, we love you so
All right.
much. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch us. We appreciate you always.
100%.
Always, because we know your time is precious and valuable. So thank you for spending it with us.
For
And
sure.
we're going to see you tomorrow for another video.
Catch you next time.
Peace.
Peace.